Good morning, everyone. My hair is a mess. I am gonna go upstairs and go to work right after this, and I am not excited about it at all. Good morning, Dama. I'm like partially working. No, I take that back. Like I'm fully working. My emails right now are at 250, and they've got to be at least 50 before I finish like the day. Like I am more than I'm a week behind. So on my emails, I am at Monday 12/23. So I got emails from before Christmas that I ain't looked at yet. So I have to catch all the way up before I can stop today. Let me see. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Leah. Hi, Tabitha. Good morning, Rebecca. Hi, Sarah. Good morning, Keisha. Good morning, the Autumn Heather. Hello, Tremaine. Hello, Latanya. Good morning, Lainey. Hi, Joe Ray. Finally catching a live. I know I missed you. Good morning, Stephanie. Hello, Reading Mom. Hi, D Bacon. Hi, Daphne. Good morning, Teal. Hello, Leah. Who's excited for an amazing new start in 2020? This girl, like I am. It's really corny though. Like all this like see you next decade stuff is just like we get it. But I get it. No, I get it. It is a new year. It is mildly more significant because it is a new decade. But to me it's a new year, which is always exciting in and of itself. So that's pretty funny. Um Yeah, Dana says, I hope 90% of them are junk. Me too. Like, I really hope I can just get rid of 90% of my emails and like only have a good like 40 to 50 tasks that I actually need to do. Like, I really, really hope that. Good morning, Veda. Hello, Patricia. Good morning, Jen. Hi, Treva. Good morning, Autumn and Whack Them. Same to you. Laney said my scale is being extra this morning. Girl, girl, yours and mine both. They must have joined some sort of extra club because I cannot with my scale right now. Autumn Heather says, bring on 2020. We are going to rule. You right? Yes, we are. Good morning, Yvonne. Sandra says, good morning. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Good morning, Patricia. Uh, the Autumn Heather says, my father-in-law is always see you next year. Like everyone keeps calling like things the last thing of the decade, and I'm just like, I get it. I guess I get it. Way to Keto Melanie says, good morning, Autumn. Thank you for the invite to the two crazy ketos. I really enjoy them. Oh, Joe and Rachel are awesome. Like, guys, I was going to say, this is the thought that I was going to say is, another reason that I'm glad that you know about Richard is because I have such envy of the couples, like the YouTube couples like Joe and Rachel, Aaron and Sarah, Matt and Mega. Not only is it great to have someone to bounce things off of, but like, doing all this is hard, so like having one person that can do one thing while you do another, which I know technically Sarah doesn't really help a lot with Aaron in terms of video production, but she at least provides content. But the way that Matt can film Mega, not always having to set up a tripod, it's just little things like that are really difficult, having someone be able to get you something like. And so I'm glad, but I was going to say, but like, I don't even know if he's going to be in these videos anyway, just because he eats healthily by nature, but he's not strict, keto the way that I am. But also that's what my mother and sister are for. So it's good to have them as well. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Miss Ebony. Treva says, rocking my Keto is Dope t-shirt and watch Autumn Keto hoodie. I love you guys so much. You guys, dag it. This is the worst part about being at my computer, because if I was on my phone, I could pick you up right now and take you. I just built this morning a t-shirt press. Like, you guys saw me on Vlogmas. I was literally just pressing shirts on my dining room table. I would put the screen down and I would press my shirt. Then I would lift the screen up. Well, there's actually like t-shirt presses made for that, where you slide your shirt on and you could actually put the screen down and lift it back up. That allows you to place it in the exact same spot each time, which is like really helpful. I just bought one before Christmas and I just put it up. I put it together this morning. So I'm going to try to create all of the shirts because I'm making some shirts and shipping some shirts today. I'm doing all of that on my new press. So I'm very excited. Jen says working a half day today and the clock is going so slow. Got a date afternoon with my husband planned. That sounds so great. Oh, Lainey says, how were the fajitas? They were so good. Mom's on. Hi, Mom. Okay. Debbie says, woo, made it. I'm glad you're here too, Debbie. Let's talk about the fajitas. They were delicious. Richard made two meats. He made steak and chicken, but he went a little different direction with the chicken that I didn't know how I was going to feel about until I actually tasted it. He went like fried chicken. Like normally fajita is like grilled, fajita chicken, but like I done got to the kitchen and he has like fried chicken, like, spread out. I was like, oh, this is interesting. But then I had it on the fajita and it was fajita, it was sour cream, lettuce, and then just the meats. Oh my gosh. And the grilled vegetables, you guys, boy, does he know how to fajita some vegetables. Okay. And it's like this 5-hour process too. Yesterday at like 2:00, I was sitting down trying to watch football and he just kept running in and out of the kitchen. And I was like, what are you doing? Sit down. And he was like, oh, I've already got the onions and the peppers on. And I was like, this 6 hours early. He's like, yeah, but I like to do them low and slow. Like he low and slow those peppers all afternoon, and it was so good. And then I had some hot sauce. You know how I love my hot sauce and cheese. Oh, it was so good. Woo! It was all so good. Kelly says he can help us understand how to deal with a non-keto family member. Example, does he hide the snacks? Yes. So I told him, not only is it, being non-keto, but like I'm a compulsive eater as well. Like I compulsively eat things if they are around. So at one point during the year, I was just like, look, I know that you need to have this food in the house and I get it because you live here. I get it. But I need to better restrict myself, or I need to be more disciplined, and having this stuff here really makes it more difficult. So like we actually put like zip ties on the snack cabinet, and to be honest, just the physical act of putting zip ties on the snack cabinet, like it didn't make me not want them, but it just made me like, okay, these are off limits. I can't have these. So sometimes the zip tie just like hangs around one of the knobs really, really loosely. But other times I'm just like, and he hides the zip ties so that I can't cut them and get snacks and then put them back. Like, I mean, he's really helpful in that way and really supportive in that way. And for that, I am grateful, because I know a lot of people whose spouses and significant others, like, not only don't help them, but they tempt them. They're like eating stuff and like, here, have some, you want it. Like, that would be almost like a deal breaker for me, to be honest, if you couldn't respect my goals and what I was trying to accomplish. And, once again, not only that you have to do it yourself, but like you can't be a detriment. You can't be part of the reason why I'm not reaching my goals. So he is very helpful and supportive in that ways. So good morning. Have you started wedding planning? So yes, no, I mean, so we've started wedding like idea narrowing down, like I don't have like a caterer or like know what colors I want, like I'm not there yet, but I do have some like dates in mind and then possible venues, but it's all very flexible. Like I'm more along the lines of whatever it takes for us to get married in 2020. I don't really care. Like I know people who like, in order to get the perfect photographer and the perfect venue, like they'll schedule their wedding like a year or two out. Good for you. That stuff doesn't matter to me so much as like actually, being married. So it's just like, everything is really flexible. Like whatever all converges on the proper date, to where whenever it all comes together, that's the most important. So Debbie says, I love that Richard doesn't mind that you set up tables, saw in the living room. Yeah, like he has this huge headset that I bought him for Christmas for his video games. So he's just sitting there right in front of the TV. Like he took one of the dining room table chairs and set it right in front of the TV, and he's just like pew pew pew, like not minding that there are power saws like going on in the background. Sarah says maybe you can go live on your phone tomorrow so you can show off your new toy. Great idea. Absolutely. Let's see. Mom's just saying hi to everyone. Gail says it would be a fun addition to vlog the planning process. That is an interesting concept. I kind of use these lives as more of like a stream of conscious, things that I'm thinking of. But by the time I come, like if I were to make a video about it, I want it to all be organized because a lot of when you shoot things that aren't organized, you spend a lot of time editing out. And that's really post production is what really takes the most time when you're making videos. So I like to have a clear, like, or maybe if I planned everything on one day, like we're going dress shopping, we're going cake taster, we're going doing this, then yes, that would be a fun vlog day. But while I'm just milling this stuff around in my head, it would mostly be silence and I would need to cut most of it out. Felicia says you can do it. I got my wedding planned in 6 months. It's crazy, but possible. See, that's more, that's where I'm going. Let's see. Melanie says, I know you would never cut the zip tie, replace it in snack. I know exactly. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that, but it's good to know that I don't know where the zip ties are for that very reason. And we have like colored zip ties. So sometimes it's pink, sometimes it's yellow. I mean, the whole process is pretty hilarious, but it's really, really helpful. And I'm really grateful that he helps me in that way. Gail says, have you had plenty of keto foods on your reception menu so you can enjoy your day on your terms? Yes. Hope you have plenty of keto foods. Yeah, but to be honest, my goal on my wedding day will not really be to remain keto because we all know that there's going to be some cake in there. You guys, is it tacky to get your wedding cake from Costco? Like, that is by far my favorite cake that I've ever had at this point. And I'm just like a bucket of icing will be, something that I want on my wedding day. I know that. But once again, also I don't plan for my wedding day to be about food. So, you're right. It just, none of that stuff matters. I'm thinking, because my mom, of course, because this is her special day as well, my mom just asked me questions like, well, what colors, when do you want it to be? Where do you want it to be? Who's going to be in your wedding party? What? And I'm just like, you know what? I just don't care. Like, it's weird. Like what dress are you going to wear? It's just like, I don't know. Like, none of that stuff right now is mattering to me. That's not where my head is at. So, thinking about what sort of foods I'm going to have and stuff like that. It's just not on my mind. But I know for a fact there will be cake. That's all I'm saying. So, yes. Let's see. Autumn said my wedding was rolled tacos, cheesecake, and backyard wedding around a tree on Halloween. Yeah. I mean, that's exactly just vibes, Daphne said my husband proposed on the phone and I had everything planned by the time he got home that evening. That's an interesting story. So you got proposed, but there wasn't a ring immediately upon the proposal. That is so interesting. Costco makes wedding cakes, Felicia says. Well, y'all ain't said nothing but a word. Like, you guys, I am excited to show you. I might go live a little bit from my New Year's Eve party. It's not a party. There's probably going to be like 3 people over here, but I do want to show you the cake that I got. Like, I am very, very excited about that. Jory says you'll have to figure out what is important to you and focus on those items. The rest are just details. Exactly. Like, guys, like, I'm just one of those people. Like, don't get me wrong. And once again, if these are your priorities, like, no shade, like, do you? But I cannot remember like the flowers at any wedding I've ever gone to. So like, no shade to the florists here, but I'm not paying $400 for some flowers. Like, no one's gonna be like, oh my God, did you see the flowers at that wedding? Like I can't spend money on like things that fade away. The same thing with the food. I don't care if I'm having meatballs on a stick and crudité. I don't care what you think about that because, like, A, you didn't have to pay for it. B, it just doesn't matter. It'll fade from your memory when the next wedding comes around. I don't care. So it's just like I am working through a lot of that stuff. Debbie says, you get a small cake to cut for show, and they serve the Costco cake from the back. There you go. Ugh, I love that. I absolutely love that. Stephanie says, had a pretty two-tier on my wedding and served Costco cake. Yeah, that is hilarious. Kelly says, are you going to do deeper state keto up to the wedding? Girl, get out of my head. I was thinking I do want to do some like stricter protocol leading up to the wedding. Just, once again, not trying to get anything crazy dangerous, not doing anything drastic, but especially with how loosey-goosey I've been over the holidays, I've been looking forward to getting stricter anyway. So yes, that has been part of the plan. Like February, I'm probably going to do like a modified deeper state protocol anyway. Like I'm going back to 10 total carbs. Like I'm just looking forward to getting all this junk and all the keto snacks out of my system and everything like that. Leah said, meet at City Hall and go to a restaurant after. You're not too far off there. So the Autumn Heather says, I'm literally looking at my wedding flowers in front of me. Fake. 20 years later. You're right. Exactly. That's where I'm going. Lisa says, you and I are of the same mind. Wedding details are fleeting in my opinion. I used to make wedding cakes, but I have zero desire to make my own or pick one from elsewhere. I know, right? Oh, food trucks. That's a great idea. Felicia said, we have fake flowers and still have a few as keepsakes almost 12 years later. Yep, that's where I'm going, you guys. That is where I am. That's kind of where I am going. So Debbie says the music and the dance floor are important. Now you're talking, okay? Like one of my best friends is a DJ, and I was like, do you want to like come to my wedding or do you want to like DJ my wedding? And he was like, which one do you think I want to do? And I was just like, I think you want to play my jams, all night long. And he was like, precisely. So my best friend knows the exact side of music that I like, which is really going to cause like a lot of confusion at my actual wedding. Like lots of NSYNC, lots of Spice Girls, lots of The Dream, lots of like show tunes, because it's all about making me feel great. And that music makes me feel great. Jen says, justice of the peace on the Big Four Bridge. That's a great idea. To reception at the Brazilian Steakhouse on 4th Street, Costco cake and champagne. Jen, like, did you just plan my wedding? Now, the only thing is, I don't know how many people, I want to pay for, like the wedding as much as possible for everyone. I was literally just talking about, I'm not convinced that those Brazilian steakhouses are like worth the $60 that you have to pay. Because we all know how I feel about meat anyway. Like I'm very particular about the types of meat that I like. And I don't even be eating that much worth of meat. Now, Richard could eat like his body weight in meat and it would be a good deal. But I'm not trying to pay like $60 per person, not knowing if they're going to get the fullest value out of all that meat. But yes, those are great. And as much as I want to get married outside, I just don't be trusting the elements though. You have to like trust the elements. And especially with Kentucky weather, like, you just don't know. So Queen C says, we got married at the City Hall and have no regret 16 years later. I'm not a wedding fan. Exactly. So it's just, there's so many things that are like floating around that, that's why I don't have any set plans, because there's just so many different options. And I really didn't think about this stuff until I got proposed to. You know what I'm talking about? I just hate when I'm obnoxious. It just cracks me up. The Autumn Heather said, me, myself, my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law's on wedding number 6. Spent the bank wedding number 6 for him, 2 for her. Like, why? Exactly. Now, I have an uncle that has been married more than several times. And yeah, like each wedding has gotten significantly less expensive. But I'm just like, after that, what's the point? But I do think it might have been her first wedding. So I get, everyone deserves it, at least once. But see, that's a lot. Exactly. That is so funny. Groovy says, hey, congratulations on your engagement. I I really, really appreciate that. Debbie says, what is Richard's music jam? You guys, now this is one place where I just have to roll my eyes and keep moving. Like, he is so, like, he's into like neo soul, like, think like music soul child type things, and that is just not like common. Like, look, if you like that, more power to you, but that is not me at all. And so I just have to be like, well, he's listening to he has control of the radio, so that's it. Although I would say that the artist that we have most in common that we like is Bruno Mars. Like, he loves some Bruno Mars, and so do I. So there's some pop influences in there that he likes, and he knows that I love Michael Jackson, so we listen to a lot of Michael Jackson. But like, if you leave it up to him, like, I just roll my eyes and keep moving. Let me see. Lynette says, if I ever got married again, I like the idea of backyard barbecue or Mexican food trucks. A Mexican buffet is not too far off from one of the plans that I had going on, because like, I just love that food. Oh my God, Amber, get that online certification and marry your sister. Once again, no. Amber will not be a part of the wedding day festivities because she does not need any more of an excuse to make it about her than she already will. Okay? Like, you guys, we got to make sure that Amber stays to the sideline until it's time for her wedding, because that is hilarious. Yes, Jen says maybe engagement pics on the bridge. Absolutely. I want to do that whole downtown like museum roll. I want to take a picture in front of the bat. I mean, come on now, let's go for it. So, yes, let me see. On the beach, all inclusive. That's worth the money. You're right. Then we've just been thinking of like, screw it. Destination wedding. Like, let's just screw it, everybody. Hey, because he does love the beach. It's one of his favorite. It's like his favorite place on earth to be at the beach. So many choices. Okay, guys, I have spent so much time talking about this stuff. I'm really sorry for those of you that do not care. Like, I'm very sorry about that, because I did want to keep it moderately separate. But let's talk about my weight. Yesterday, I weighed 186.2. This morning, I weighed 190.2. And maybe I'll get that calendar that Jen bought me, the dry erase. I'm going to have that tomorrow, Jen. Thank you very much. So that's a gain of 4 pounds. 4 pounds worth of fajitas. I don't care. Like, I'm feeling great about that. I may or may not fast today. I might just eat a little bit today, but I don't know. I do know that tomorrow is New Year's Eve. Tomorrow is cake day. And then Wednesday is New Year's Day. And that's a leftover day. And those will be all about cake. That's all I'm saying. But then Thursday I'm fasting, and then Friday is Taco Tray Friday, and then from there I am way on plan until it's time to freaking go to Paris. So like, I'm wigging out right now. I really have to get my food like plan in order. But I'm not really worried about it right now. I'm just worried about, once again, not eating for no reason, eating to satisfy myself, but not just to go off the rails for off the rails sake. And then that's what I'm looking forward to. So I'm going to get to work. I got to work today. I got to get them emails down. I got to hope to God that nobody sent me anything important over the last week, because I have not checked my emails. So I'm going to do that, and I am going to talk to you guys tomorrow, 9:00. Once again, I don't have any meetings tomorrow, so it'll be 9:00 tomorrow. Have a great day. Oh yeah, if you watch my Keto Crate unboxing, I'm going to post Smash the Crate tomorrow over on Watch Autumn Keto too. Like, I was like, I should really post these in the month that we did them. So go over there, watch the Keto Crate unboxing, and then we'll do Smash the Crate tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow at 9:00, and hopefully I'll show you my shirt press then too. Everybody have a great day. If you're working, let's get to work. If you're still on vacation, lucky dog, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.